Guys, girls, goblins, guess who is back for yet another anime and nerd filled, beautiful little podcast for you people on a Friday evening. I hope you've had all had a good week. I hope you're ready for the weekends. If you're working it, then RIP. But yeah, we'll kick it off with some Fire Force, I think, aren't we? Because boy, oh boy, did we say we're back. And we are back, mate. Like, these last 3 episodes have been awesome, mate. They've been very, very, very good.
Yeah, so this episode, it kind of like, it starts off with like giving you loads of information, covering loads of things, tying up loose ends and stuff like that, of some of the questions that we've been asking. And then the second part's a bit different, isn't it? It's a bit different. Bit more comedy, bit more fantasy, as it were. But straight away, Sister Samir, creepy as F, mate. She's like 280 years old, mate. She needs to be next to the Ark of the Covenant in an Indiana Jones film, mate, right next to it, because she's that old. She's literally... I mean, she looks good for her age, to be fair. She looks good for her age.
For over 200, it's not bad. She just looks like a normal old lady, mate.
Yeah.
Well, mate, the story's getting insane, like, in a good way. Like, the entire that entire Samir story, like, is crazy. I really would have never, ever thought that that's where it was going or what was going to happen, like, in a million years. Obviously, it confirms here she sees that she's the 7th pillar. Whether she is, part of me wonders if that she's a doppelganger and she's Iris's doppelganger. I don't know, but like, it's just weird, isn't it? But yeah, obviously we thought it was Iris that was the 7th pillar, didn't we, at first? But it's just...
Yeah, she might be the 8th pillar, mate.
Could be. Yeah. She's a nutter, mate. She's an absolute nutter.
But it just confirms that Hibana literally has a go at Sister Samir, saying, like, we also found about that as doppelgangers experiments, she was leading it in the Covenant, feeding innocent children vegetables injected with this fire adola insects, try and create people with power. And then we find out about this is where spontaneous combustion comes from. So doppelgangers are like other versions of yourself that exist in Adola. And basically her plan was trying to bring them to Earth, basically trying to bring them from Adola to Earth,
straight to the real world.
Yeah, like, and these Adola insects act like a bridge, like serve as a bridge. And we find out that spontaneous combustion happens when a doppelganger interferes with the existence of a human on Earth, and that's when they just like blow up. And it gives you a flashback to the first ever episode. The guy on the train, poor guy on the train, going to work, probably listen to some like jamming music. Boom. It was gone, mate. And that's when we got introduced to Shimra in the first episode. But yeah, it really ties up a lot of information, like, because doppelganger's been thrown around last couple of episodes throughout the season. And we're like, what is this all about? And then this kind of like, it tells you everything. Like, it tells you what happened. And it's all from Hibana, isn't it? Hibana literally puts on the plate for us, basically, just telling us what's cracking off. But we find out this sweet woman, Sister Samir, is behind it all. And that she is a 7th pillar. And she's 280 something years old as well.
She's just a psychopath, mate, to be honest. She's a classic psycho, isn't she?
Yeah.
Well,
it's like... Yeah. Yeah, go on, yeah.
Oh, and I was just saying, like, one of the maddest parts as well for me was, you know, when obviously Hibana's friends, obviously, like, are infernals now, and they came up and they were like, help me, I'm in so much pain. I was like, oh my God, like, this is insanely good, mate. Like, I know I sound like psychotic, but I just mean, like, it's so, like, the twist that they've put in is like, I honestly wouldn't have guessed it, and it's so sick, mate. Really, really good.
Yeah, to put like demon kids, like infernals, in the show, and obviously when they're calling her name out as well, Hibana, obviously she knew him. Yeah, that was mad. That was, and that would have messed with her head.
One of them's got like freckles, hasn't she?
Yeah,
like, obviously she's like linking them to her actual friends.
Yes. But then that was all kicking off. We have this fight, and we find out that Samir does like, she has that vibration, doesn't she? And she can cause like earthquakes and all sorts like that. But it works for her defense and her offensive attacks. Anyway, they get out of there because they can't beat her. And then we flip to the second part of the episode, which is Arthur. He's down in the dumps. He lost against the dragon in his fantasy battle, and the Sword Excalibur is done for me.
Well, there's that other one of the scenes I thought was really good was the Joker and Benimaru scene. Like,
oh yeah,
you know where they're like just talking. It's only like very small clip into it of them talking, but Benimaru is 100%, he's getting fully involved, and I love Joker was egging him on. Like Joker's like, yeah, mate, like you've got to do it. Like we've got to do it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more of those two because they're like two of my favourite characters at the moment in this show. And
that combo is just it's so good. That duo is so good. And I love the bit where Benimaru in that part was like, I'm obviously he knows he's really strong. He goes, I'm really strong and I must protect the weak. I was like, proper Batman speech that is.
Beast, yeah.
And I was like, say Joker was like egging him on, like, yeah, you should do that, yeah. Because he knows how powerful he is and how he can use him, can't he? Use him as a weapon.
But yeah, then you were saying like the Vulcan Arthur scene. So Vulcan knowing exactly. Yeah. I actually quite like this. As much of it was it was obviously like a bit memey and a bit of a joke.
Yeah.
I liked the fact that Vulcan knew exactly what to do by sending Arthur on a quest. Obviously, what do they call it? It's the orichalcum or something like that. The orichalcum, like, which is material. Which is he's made up, obviously, the material which his sword's made of, and it's just like a heat resistant material, isn't it? That you can get it at like B&Q, mate. Like it's like a like a DIY shop. But he sends Vulcan puts up this like charade, like this sort of like quest for him to go to these different stores, and he spoke to all these different shopkeepers because he knows more that Arthur's head is like fully involved in these quests, the stronger that he's going to be. So, like, in a way, Vulcan's like, right, we're gonna do this because he's gonna believe it. He's gonna believe this sword is stronger than his previous sword, and he'll genuinely believe it, and he'll make it more powerful. So the next time he meets Dragon, it's gonna be a beast of a scrap, mate. It's gonna be a beast of a scrap.
Yeah, because Vulcan obviously he sees one of his friends are down as well, down the dumps. But also Vulcan realizes that the White Club's enemies are getting so much stronger. So the need Arthur is top game. But what I liked about this episode as well, like the fantastic fantasy music in the background, but the little loading screens like a proper like RPG game, old style game.
Yeah, like the 8-bit, like proper classic RPG. And
then with the 4 party members, like a classic RPG, we had you, Arthur, Lisa, and Vulcan going on this quest. And it doesn't work out how Vulcan plans it, does it? Really?
Vulcan's tried to make it dead simple, hasn't he? Oh, that's where we last went. It's under the lamp, and he's like, "It's under the lamp. What's underneath? The Nether." And he's like, "No, we're not. We're going to the Nether." No, we're not. It's not there.
to the Nether. Yeah, another great episode. I preferred the first part of the episode, learning all this like the world building like facts about what's cracking off and stuff with it, the doppelgangers. But the second part of the episode, just as good, just as funny. Yeah, I liked it. Obviously, I'm a big RPG fan, so it was a welcome sight to see all this stuff being put into it. The fantastic, like the music and the loading screens straight from the RPG game.
It was good. I enjoyed it. I really did.
And Arthur's character is so good, isn't he?
He's so sick, mate.
Such a well-designed character, unbelievable.
He's so sick.
I think though, like when he gets his Excalibur back or whatever when he has, it's going to be twice as big, mate, because he's pumped up now, and he pumped up. He's fully in this fantasy world now, so I think his weapon will be even stronger.
Going full Buster Sword, mate, with it.
It might go Darth Maul style, you know what I mean? Like double.
Big dual wielding, yeah. Double ender.
Well, like double ender.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. And if you were to Google double ender.
Just make sure you have the word sword on the end or lightsaber.
But yeah, great episode. We've got another episode though, haven't we, of another show that you really, really love at the moment.
Well,
I just want to get on to this one next. Yeah, Lazarus episode 8.
Lazarus is my favourite show.
Yeah. So if anyone watching, we talked about it last week, and it just confirms that Ian loves this show. Is it at the top of his list, isn't it? That's what we're talking about on this body.
Obviously, right. This show, right? It still isn't the worst anime we've watched on this, or even the worst show we've watched on here. But I've got a lot of problems with this show, And I still feel like this show has like, this episode was probably the most entertaining episode out of all the episodes we've had.
It is the best episode, yeah, this one.
And it had no relevance to the Skinner story at all. Like it was a typical, like really irrelevant side quest episode. And it was like the most fun we've had because there was a lot of action in it. We saw a lot of Axel in it. And it was just, it was mad that they've created this episode on episode 8 or whatever to try and build a little bit of a character development. But even that, like, I still feel like it has a lot of moments that are supposed to have like emotional payoffs. Like in this episode, there's a lot of moments you think, right, so she's upset, she doesn't want to be here anymore, she wants these people to kill her. And normally at episode 9, say for example, if you was watching Windbreaker or Fire Force, just to name 2 we're watching currently, you'd get to episode 8 and you'd already be really interested in these characters. You was already interested in Arthur, you was already interested in Shinra, you was already interested in all these different characters that are involved. And you'd have really felt that moment where she's like, I don't want to be on this earth anymore. Just take my life. But I genuinely don't give a shit, mate. Like, because there's like, we get a beginning of like these relationships. They build on it. They build like a slight beginning, and then there's an end. That's it. There's no in between. So it like starts and then finishes straight away. So you don't get that like in between fleshed out sort of like relationship and that build sort of like emotion, all sort of like payoff moments that we'd normally get from something. It just seems so rushed and so lackluster, and it just infuriates me so bad. Especially because the best episode we've had, it was so irrelevant to the story.
Like you said about this, like you didn't feel anything emotionally for the character. If in like episode 2 of this show, like built up Christine or what's her name, Alexandria or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
If they built her up and then you had this episode, you'd feel more for her. But because they didn't build her up originally, this episode you didn't really feel anything for her. Even though it's a backstory, it's kind of like a backstory for her, which is like episode 8. It's too late for too late.
It's just not enough. Yeah, it's just not enough.
Yeah. But saying that, there was really good action scenes in this. We had a few more of the characters. Yeah, we had a few more of the characters actually taking part. We had Doug going around with a speedboat around this oil rig, popping heads, mate, protecting the main man, Axel. I did like the bit where Christine was tied to the chair, and that Sergei guy, he was like very aggressive. He gets battered by, doesn't he? She's like a leg drop on him, like a proper Matt Hardy leg drop on him. But yeah, it's a shame that the best episode is literally episode 8. But saying that, we did say last week, we said it's got to get better from here.
It's got,
and it has. But time's running out because I think it's only like 12 days left of the year.
I think we've literally got like 5 episodes left. But again, like we've had an episode that's better in terms of action, but it's not had any sort of like push towards the story. So we still episode 9. We're still going to be. It's almost like episode 7 and then episode 9 are going to be the story type ones, and episode 8 was just a filler. It was the best one.
Don't get me wrong, like the animations, it's bang on.
It was an enjoyable episode. It's just frustrating when you're watching it and you want it to be good, because I do like Axel, for example, and I do like the action scenes and the animation. It could be really good, and I think that's what annoys me the most about it.
Yeah, it's like there's one thing I do want to say about it. Like, really good action, really good fun action scenes, but the music in this episode, I don't know what was cracking off. Like, the music didn't match the action. So like, you had all this action, Axel, Leland, Doug, Christine, all that fighting and doing their thing. Then you had some like soft twinkling sounds in the background. Like, what's going on? Like this music doesn't match what's cracking off. Like, you need to have a fast action, like get you going, mate. But
it's like, I understand they want to use a lot of jazzy sort of music on it, but there's so many. There is very like fast paced, sort of like hard hitting, like jazzy beats they could use, like not wind chimes in the background and stuff like that, Mirror.
Yeah, it's like
Do you know what I mean?
there's like Zelda like music in the background. Like, it's like what's going on? But yeah, apart from that, the episode was good, but
It's fine.
yeah, it's
It
best
was
episode
fine.
so far. But yeah, 12 days left, mate, in the show, so they need to pull the finger out, mate. They need to find Skinner before. Mate, I think it's a hoax, though. I think it's a hoax. I think they're not all going to die. It's just Skinner's kind of like trolling the world, like, this is what I can do, kind of thing. Just bring a bit of chaos. A bit like the Joker, isn't it?
Oh
In
yeah.
Dark
Bit of
Knight. Just
banter,
like
isn't
wants
it,
to bring
mate?
a bit of chaos. Yeah, he just wants to see the world burn, mate. That's all.
Just some banter, mate. He's not bothered, is he really?
Yeah. But another this other show we're going to talk about now, Windbreaker. Great show. The thing is with this compared to Lazarus is a lot of stuff, but with this show, when it brings new characters into it, you instantly love them because how they introduce the characters. That's what I think. Like all these other characters that have been introduced into Windbreaker, Sabaki, Kanji, like recently, you just instantly love them because there's a great scene in this with Kanji. I did a short of that. It was so good. Like
Yeah,
a really good fight
they
scene.
just it's because when they introduce a character, the character always has really good dialogue and introduction and scenes with the characters that you already like, and then because they've already built on these characters and you already feel for these characters, you enjoy these characters, you naturally, if they like another person in the show, you naturally are drawn to that person as well and want to like the person as well. It's just a better show, mate.
Sabaki, when it first came into it, this is going back a couple of episodes. You're like laughing. You're like, I wonder what she's all about. And then you have an episode which literally tells you all about him. But it's like, and then you want to know more. But with Lazarus, going back to Lazarus, I'm not bothered about the characters at Texel. And like, you've learned about Christine that she used to be a Russian agent or whatever. But
we could have learnt all of this like within like 4 episodes, and then by episode 8, this would have had a more of an emotional payoff. We'd have cared a lot more. But I don't know.
But yeah, great episode. Do you want to start this one off? Tell us what's cracking off.
One of the things I really liked to this is there was so in this episode, obviously they go outside because there's a big scrap kicking off, and they just basically go to fill loads of people in, mate. Absolutely fill loads of people in. And Cloverworks, the animation studio on this, corked on this episode with these fights. There was a certain scene which I'm just going to talk about quickly, where Kanji and Sakura, they're like fighting together and they kick two guys' heads together. Mate, I felt that. That was so sick, so sick. But there's a couple of moments here for Sakura as well where I think he's which is one of the reasons I really like him as a character. But like him feeling like an adrenaline rush from Kanji's like charisma, just because he was like watching him and he had those little flashes, didn't he, where he can see the similarities between him and Umameya, and like he can almost see himself already looking up to this obviously other guy. But like he's obviously really bit dope. He's like Umameya. He is that sort of character where like he's obviously really strong deep down, but on the surface he's just a bit goofy, isn't he? He just messes around. He's a bit of a funny guy. He's a really caring guy. But because they share a lot of similarities, Sakura's like really looks up to him because he sees that and he sees them as qualities really in like a personality and things like that. But them teaming up, mate, unreal, protecting each other's backs. I thought it was great to see. Obviously, Sakura was like learning a lot from Kanji during the fight. With Kanji talking about the whole we don't do it to win or lose as long as we can protect what needs to be protected, which I thought was like a good lesson in it as well. Because he's like, look, you're fighting to win, but we're fighting to just protect the people that we love and the things that we love, and obviously our town and our society. And I thought that was like another really good lesson as well from the show. And obviously for Sakura as well, being obviously a great captain. But it's just a sick show, man. I just love it. It's so sick.
I mean, that kanji is so good. Like, I did a short about that fight scene he was on about, and one of my favourite parts of the episode is when Kanji, he didn't care, mate. He just runs in. He runs in against this army of people, and this one guy's like, "You seen that guy just running straight in and gets uppercutted?"
It's funny because he literally, you see him proper level like that, beaming, mate.
He just uppercuts the guy who said it just like a backflip and lands like completely dead, mate.
He just looks like a normal bloke as well, didn't he?
He's like, you seen that guy? Done. But we have a bit of a love song in this episode as well, don't we?
Oh yeah.
At the old club with Shizuka-san. She comes out, and I love the bit like Kanji's like, "Everyone be quiet, and then Tanaki's like, "Wait a minute, you're the one who's dead noisy in here. You shut up," kind of thing.
Kanji proper loves it, doesn't he?
But yeah, I was kind of like, it took me back, like it's like a song in English.
Yeah,
in this episode, I was like, "What's going on?" Yeah, because obviously it's all Japanese because the subtitles, because the dub version's not out yet. But I was like quite stunned. I was like, an English song in the episode of Windbreaker. I was like, yeah, pretty good. But a bit different, that isn't it? But like I was saying earlier, the new characters that get introduced, so likable. We see a bit more of Kanji's team, don't we, as well? Bit what they can do. A guy called Shogo. Basically, like, he just lifts one of the guys and just fucking throws him, doesn't he? That's a strong guy. Because you've got to remember, these are slightly older than the people who are attacking the town. And this guy that lifts this guy up and goes, "Oh, you're so light," and just fucking launches him. And he flies into like 4 other people. And then we get a guy in a turtleneck, Ritsu. He's got like a turtleneck and a tweed jacket. And he just like flies through the crowds like with these swift kicks, like kicking everyone. Oh, these are sick. So we're getting different characters being introduced. This is Kanji's boys. Obviously, Kanji's like the leader, isn't he? So, but yeah, this whole fighting scene it's really good. They're massively outnumbered, but Kanji ain't bothered, mate. He just flies in, smashing, top-notch fighting.
There's a part as well in this where there's that guy with the pink hair. I forgot his name now. Him and Suo are like fighting side by side. And they're having like a style off. He's like, "Oh, I really love your jacket. Like, it's sick." Like, he's like, "Oh yeah, you look really smart too."
I think I got his name somewhere. Oh, I've not got it. But yeah, like you said earlier, like the animation on this, mate, a clap and a shout to the animators of this show, mate. It does such a great job.
Yeah, it's so sick, mate.
And we find out who the people are attacking this street, don't we? It's Gravel, a new gang called Gravel, and they come from this like Sunnabar district, which is like a villains, isn't it? A villains district of villains. We find out from Nirei, who literally knows everything. His research, he tells them that it's a district that the economy tanked, that leading to crimes and burglary and such like that to survive. So all these villains are just like kind of taking contracts.
Yeah.
And one of the contracts is to get Shizuka, which is the woman, the singer. So the first lot got battered by Sakura and his boys. And then this contract's been handed to this bigger gang. So this bigger gang has come in. And that's why there's like millions of these blokes that they've been contracted to capture this Shizuka.
Yeah, the main guy from Gravel, he seems like he's going to annoy me, to be fair.
Oh, he looks awful, doesn't he?
Yeah, he just looks annoying as well. He is annoying as well, to be fair. But like, obviously they fight for survival and money, so their fighting style is going to be so much different to like the Bo Fiore guys and obviously Kanji and everything. So like, they're all tired out though. So the episode unfortunately ends at that point, and we are not sure where it's going to go.
I've got a question about Fire Force that I forgot to ask you.
Oh yeah.
Do you think Burns is still alive? Because I do. You haven't seen his body. You haven't seen his body.
Could be.
He had a funeral, but his body wasn't found, was it? But also,
I reckon he's been pulled in, hasn't he? Could come back. He's been there before.
He comes back with no eyes, like.
He's been to a doula before. Got fight with that. Got fight with that. His knob end instead.
Yeah, yeah. My eyes got taken on my knob because that was a sacrifice I had to make.
I'm whispering.
Also, in this episode, in this show, who do you reckon is going to fight the main gravel leader? Do you reckon it's going to be Kanji or Sakura?
I don't know, because I suppose it depends how powerful he is. But they're all tired out and they're all worn out. I kind of think Neri might have messaged the other guys to get them to come. Also, part of me thinks that Tsubaki might come out and Tsubaki might fight them. I really hope that happens. I fucking love to see Tsubaki fight. It'd be sick.
I think they might somehow get through. Like the gravel somehow get through, or some of the people get through to the club.
And Tsubaki and then we see Tsubaki heads upstairs.
It's going to happen, isn't it? Tsubaki, we've got to see Tsubaki fighting.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it, and I think that's what's going to happen. Like, there's millions of these guys, so you can't keep a hold on all of them because there's so many. So it's always bad to get through. While let's say Sakura and the main guy from Gravel are fighting, and obviously while they're distracted and other people are fighting, and they'd get through, and then they get to the club, try and finish the job. But yeah, great show. If you're not watching it, anyone, but you've listened to all these spoilers,
I love it, mate.
You watch it. You watch it.
Well, sometimes people listen to things like this, though. It might spur them on and think, do you know what? That actually sounds like sick. Yeah. I'm actually going to watch that. And hopefully, we can take more people to the show, because it's a really fun show. It's a really good watch, and I enjoy every episode. So,
yeah.
What have you been watching anyway?
What have I been watching?
Yeah, man.
Been watching Vinland Saga season 2. Finished it. 24 episodes.
Vinland Saga, mate.
I watched for about 14 episodes in a day.
It's so sick, mate.
Yeah, but Vinland Saga, if no one's ever watched it, mate, get on it, put it on your list. It's so good. And if you love Vikings, this is the show. And when I finished this, I had this taste for Vikings. I was like, I need to watch something else now. So I started watching Vikings Valhalla season 3. So I've started that. But yeah, this show is so sick. You've watched it a couple of about a year or so ago now, didn't you?
I watched season 1 a few years back now, and then season 2 I watched it last year at some point. But this is one of my, I think Vinland Saga would be in my top 5 anime of all time. I honestly love this show so much. And if you've seen Attack on Titan, watch this. Watch Attack on Titan, and that is what I'd consider the wound, because that leaves you scarred, mate. That leaves you cut deep. Watch Vinland Saga next, and trust me, Vinland Saga is the bandage that will heal that wound, because it's so sick. There's so many character arc payoffs, and there's honestly, Vinland Saga it's insanely good. It's insanely good. I love it so much. I love it so much.
And it's a typical story. Season 1, Thorfinn, the main character, his dad is some super he's like a warrior, super
he's a
big ass warrior, famous warrior. Gets murked off by the Vikings. And Askeladd, which is what a great character Askeladd is. We're going to talk about this because we've got a little tier list for you in a bit. But so he's literally, he's been brought up in war. This kid's been brought up in war. He gets really good. I love his weapon set. He's got 2 little daggers, hasn't he? But he gets brought up to war, and his idea is he wants to one day fight Askeladd and kill him because he killed his dad. But then they have this relationship as time goes on.
Yeah, the characters are so well written, aren't they?
Yeah, and the scenes as well, and obviously within that as well, there's wars. The Vikings obviously going to England and stuff like that. And I do believe in one of the episodes, the Vikings do go through the River Derwent. I think, I'm pretty sure.
100% they do, mate. I've made a note specifically about that because I was buzzing when I saw River Derwent, mate. Because that runs through parts of Derbyshire, where, for you that don't know, me and Martin are from Derbyshire. So, seeing basically where we live in an anime, and especially an anime that you love so much, I was stoked, mate. I was when I saw River Derwent.
When I saw it, I literally rewinded it. I was like, real. Like,
Riverdale,
but yeah,
yeah.
to see that in a show, I was like, that's so good. But
Oh.
like, if anyone loves Vikings, this is the show for you. Obviously, it's about Vikings. Obviously, coming to England. Obviously, you know what happened. They took over. But the characters within this show, like we mentioned earlier, really good, really good. It's gory. Some really, really intense fights, but yeah, I proper enjoyed it.
Yeah, so like Thor's death like really did set the tone for like everything. Like his philosophy as well as a true warrior doesn't need a sword, I think is what he says, is fantastic. And it just really does set the tone for the writing throughout. And there's some quality moments in it as well. Like there's a Thorfinn versus Thorkel. Like
Yeah,
really high energy, like a fantastic fight. Thorkel as well, great character. Like shows how far Thorfinn had come at that point, and obviously how far he's fallen in a sense as well at that point. But like I know you said we're doing a tier list, but Askeladd, mate, he's got to be one of the best villains out there, or heroes, depending on who you are, I guess, in a sense. But like his role as like a father figure, he's got his self-hatred towards himself, his desire to protect his homeland, like all of these things make him such a compelling character, and he's one of the best in this show by far. Like the heartbreak, the journey throughout, obviously is something to just honest, you just got to witness it if you haven't. But the last episode of season 1 is probably one of the best episodes of any anime I've ever watched in my entire life. Like honestly, that finale of season 1 of this show is unbelievable, mate. Like unreal. Like just the way that the character arcs end, but that scene at the end, or that episode, the way it just changes the trajectory of so many characters and the way that everything like happens and pans out throughout, like unreal. But like season 2, like
yeah.
I don't understand why this season gets the hate that it does online. Oh, it's boring farmland saga, mate. It's insane. People don't like it because it's not just got loads and loads of fights in it, but like the writing is peak. Like it's incredible. It takes quite a sharp turn, which I do understand. It does take quite a sharp turn from like the brutalness of season 1 into like a more like introspective sort of like character driven story, where it follows like Thorfinn's journey for redemption. Because obviously, what happens at the end of season 1, he can't really get what he wants anymore because Askeladd's done for, mate. He's brown bread. So like, the season does slow down quite dramatically to obviously explore those themes of obviously like redemption and pacifism and slavery and like the true cost of obviously what he's done and all this violence that's happened up until this point. And like, I don't, mate. It's just so well written. Like, it's so well written. Like, I just can't. I can't wait for season 3. But like, you've got characters like Einar bringing heart to the story, like really adding to Thorfinn, and then you can't forget about Canute. Mate, Canute's arc, unreal, mate. Absolutely unreal character, offering like a parallel as like he's like this good guy. Thorfinn's almost like a bit of a bad guy in a sense, and then they cross, and then it gets to this point where then they both sort of like become opposites of each other again, where Canute starts to become a little bit morally like grey or whatever in his rulership, and the animation and score, like everything around this, just it's honestly, it's just so good. It's so good for like if you just like historical dramas in general. Like I really think, even if you're not an anime fan, I think anyone could enjoy this show. It's that well done, mate.
What I liked about like with Thorfinn's character in season 2 is obviously the amount of people he's killed and all the disaster he's caused. Obviously in season 1. Following this band of Askeladd's band, obviously he's killed all these people, innocent people, kids, everything. And obviously Einar, who he's working with on the farm, his family got killed off by Vikings in England. So yeah, great story, great characters. Definitely worth watching. I'd got the first manga, the first book of the first manga, so going to be reading that. Hopefully get number 2. But yeah, this story is so great. And we have got tier list. And should we shoot straight into the tier list now?
Yeah, we can do, man.
But, I just want to ask, in the tier list though, that guy at the bottom, who is that guy?
Wait one second.
Let me
quickly swap to it, mate.
Go. Who is that guy?
Right, one sec. Right, here we are. We're in it. Well, so we've basically gone on to the tier maker website. Gone on we've gone just for a simple season 2 one. So it's Vinland Saga season 2 tier list, and I'm gonna scroll down just so people can see the characters. Who is this geezer here? Whoever's made it's put some random bloke crying in it because he's not from Vinland Saga, mate.
I'm trying to work out what he's from. Is he from like Vikings or something? I don't know.
I don't know. It's gonna have to be a reverse image
Last
search
Kingdom?
of that, I think. I'm gonna reverse image search him now, mate. Doing it.
But yeah, that was saying about,
stand by, everyone. Stand by.
like we're saying about the characters though in this show. The characters are so detailed. The stories and the arcs are so good. We're going to talk about as we go through these characters now. Obviously,
Yeah, the twist of Askeladd, mate, is honestly so good. That's why I said if you consider him a hero or a villain. If you're Welsh, mate, he's a villain. He's a hero, let's be honest. Mate, Google can't even find this person, apparently.
But as well, like you say, Canute as well, like his journey to get where he was, mate. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it on this tier list in a minute.
It doesn't know who this guy is, mate. It doesn't know him. He's not real. We'll find out. We'll find out later. We'll do a bit of research after the podcast, bro. Right. Should we kick this bad boy off?
If you want to start, you name your first guy, and we'll talk about
him. I'm trying to think of what the names are. I've got a list of names up because it's been a while since I watched it. What about Fox? Let's just do that bit of a little geezer. Which is the one with a little ponytail, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He's annoying.
This character's face annoyed me.
I hate him, to be honest with you, but yeah.
Yeah, so this is Snake's second in command in it, and it's this part where he literally starts cutting up, doesn't he? Starts cutting up Thorfinn in the episode, scene 2. And I was like, oh, mate, this guy needs a smash in the face, and then it's when Snake comes along and punches him. But yeah, Fox. What we're saying, like, C?
I do C, just because he does add some. He does add to the story.
Yeah, isn't it?
He's just a douchebag, isn't he? Just a
what about
douchebag.
Badger, mate. Third one in. Top third one.
Yeah, man.
What's it?
I can barely remember this guy.
So I was talking about him earlier. So he's another guy who works for Snake. But as a part at the end, it's like a big battle. And he's like proper riled up, and he gets his arm chopped off or his hand chopped off.
Oh yeah, I do remember him.
And then they're like, retreat, whatever. And then that Badger's like, yeah, but someone's got to pay for taking my arm or whatever. But it was obviously forced retreat. That moment alone, I think he deserves more than Fox.
I'd put him. I think he's still probably C, but he's just higher up in C than Fox is.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor bloke. Someone's got to pay for this.
Someone's got to pay for this. This is my handler.
What about what's his name? Is it Thorgil, isn't it? One with box head. No, that's not Thorgil, is it?
Bjorn, isn't it?
It's Bjorn, that is, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the guy who betrayed Thor's, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's a little git.
But
he's a really great character, mate, though, isn't he? Like when he's in it, like proper.
So he's
he proper makes it makes you hate him so bad.
But he's the leader of the Thorm. Is it the Thorm Vikings? Wasn't it, or something like that? So these Vikings are like the main like elite army, aren't they? Yeah, he's a good character. It's just his box head, mate. His box head does me.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Is his name Floki or something?
So yeah, it is Floki. Yeah, it is Floki. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's not Bjorn, it's Floki. Yeah, it's Floki.
I think he's a B, you know, because he started.
Yeah,
He was involved in so much, isn't he? He's involved in a lot.
yeah, because obviously he was like Thor's that kind of best mate when he was in the same army as Thor as well. Obviously, he betrayed him, innit? What we're saying about Kettle. So
where's old man Kettle?
One.
There he is. Old man Kettle. Kettle's a legend, to be fair, though, isn't he?
To a point, yeah. Like, he started off really well. Obviously, he took
bit of a nonce, though, isn't he? Do you know what I mean?
He took, yeah, he took it on. What's his name? The other dude in took him in. Said, "Oh, if you work on this farm, you can earn your freedom back with the money you make through the harvesting and stuff like that." By the end of the season, batters that girl, didn't it? Fucking murks her off.
Feels rude, mate.
Bit
rude, really. Bit rude.
So I just thought it started off well, but he ends up killing her. So I was like,
yeah, you can't really condone that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like killing a pregnant woman. It's not what you should be doing, mate. So
it's a bit rough, isn't it? Really, it's got to be D for that alone. I must admit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry if you disagree, but
no, it's definitely.
You just can't be doing that. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Whoever's made this tier list as well, next time you do it, make all your pictures square because these are stupidly long. These are. It's messing my format up, mate. I have to keep messing around with it.
And put names and also put tell us who that guy is at the bottom.
Yeah, who's this crying guy at the bottom? If someone knows him, let us know. I'm trying to think who's next. Let's go for a classic, mate. What are we saying about Canute?
I was talking about his story, like, and how he got there. It's got to be an S for me.
100%, mate. I hated Canute in season 1, though. But who's this gimpy character, mate?
Well,
not having
you think he's a woman. You think he's a woman at first, don't you? Well, a lot of people did as well.
I was like, oh, he's so pretty.
Well, the fact that he literally like kills off his entire family to get where he wants to be, to create this this paradise, as he calls it.
I rate him, mate. I do.
Yeah, he's very dodgy character, but
yeah, but his family are dicks, though, aren't they? Let's be honest. I hate every single member of that family. I do.
Some are like his brother, like through season 2, the brother he kills, the older brother, literally like when Canute went to England to take over, his brother from Denmark fucking sent loads of troops over to help him. I think he makes him off, mate, poisons him off. I was like, what? I didn't even know. His brother's like fucking in bed, like, and then like Canute comes in. He's like, oh, so glad to see you. I can die peacefully now. You can have Denmark, whatever.
Like, cheers, bro.
Behind the scenes, he literally murked him off. Put some flipping dodgy stuff in his porridge or something. Fucking mad. But yeah, great character. Apart from that, great character. The journey he goes on.
It's so sick, yeah. And all of it, mate. It's that part, where he sees Thorfinn again for the first time in season 2, and he comes like over to that where his farm is and stuff like that, and all them characters start recognizing him. It's just like, it's so sick, mate. It's so sick.
And I love that, like, proper dodgy. So Canute's obviously the king of Denmark and England, but he's got troops in England, like, so he's got to make some money. So he makes this like, it's through his son, who we could talk about next, through Kettle's son. He kind of makes this this whole show. So he gives Canute an excuse to take Kettle's farm, which will provide loads of money, so he can pay for his troops.
Yeah, that's Olmar, I think his name is. Kettle's son. Olmar.
Douchebag he is. But
he's in D as well.
That whole story, though, like, he uses the excuse so he can get all the money from Kettle, take over his farm and get all the money. Great idea. Canute is a great character. But yeah, Omar, terrible character.
He's in D, mate.
This guy longs for battle all season. And he couldn't even chop up a pork, that pig thing, innit?
Yeah, he's a proper wimp, isn't he? Dead
Hey,
frightened.
just stick to flipping gardening or whatever you're doing, mate, or farming. Don't some people are not meant to be warriors. That guy's one of them.
Should we talk about the good members of their family, i.e. Thorgil? Thorgil!
Thorgil, legend, mate. He nearly kills off Canute, doesn't he? In that last battle, he sneaks up behind him.
Oh,
but yeah,
he's just swimming, isn't he? It's a proper unit, mate.
Yeah.
I'm going to swim. It's just like...
He takes Omar with him, doesn't he? And Omar nearly drowns. But obviously Thorgil... because Thorgil, he actually is one of the king's guards for Canute. So he's like proper big. He's a beast. He knows his way around the battlefield. But he literally kills off Canute, doesn't he? But yeah, great character.
I think he's a character. He could be our first A.
Yeah.
I don't think he's quite as good as some of the guys we're going to be putting in S, mate, are like cream of the crop, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, they are legendary characters. And I think we need to speak about one again now, mate. And that is the man himself, Thorfinn, mate.
S, mate. All day.
His character arc is so sick. So sick. Like, the thing is, I don't know what happens. Like, I don't know what's going to happen in season 3 when that comes out, but like, so excited to see more of this show, mate. Because let's be honest, I loved the second season and I loved the first season. I really want to see this guy fight again, mate. And I don't even know if he does, but I'd love to see him start fighting again because he's sick in a battle, this guy, isn't he?
And like, I did check up on when I finished season 2. I did check on like any information on season 3, and they reckon some people are rumored it's like next year, like end of next year. But I don't know, man. But yeah, I'm with you there. I want the show to come back out.
I don't think we'll hear anything. I feel like we'll hear something maybe at Anime Japan this year or whatever, which I think is like November, December this year, where they start announcing stuff for the year after and beyond. Maybe we'll hear something there, but yeah, I don't think anything's coming out anytime soon, unfortunately.
But yeah, what a great show. But let's talk about that guy we don't know about. What we're saying? What's his name? Bob.
What? Bob Red Eyes?
Yeah.
The one that's not even part of the show.
Should put him in D.
He's in S tier, mate. Because he's eluded us, mate. We don't know who he is. He deserves ultimate rank, mate.
He's special, mate. Right. What about? Oh, you're shutting. You have a go.
I was going to say that Sverkel bloke. The one with like no hair in the middle of his head, but he's got dead long grey hair. I don't even remember who he is, mate. Who's Sverkel, bro?
Who is that? Oh, that's Kettle's dad, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, no, he's sick. No, he's sick. He is. He lends him the horses and like all the shit, doesn't he? Yeah, I forget him.
And when it all kicks off, he like kind of hides. Remember that villain guy who comes into it? I don't think he's on this list, but
because he's mates with Snake and stuff as well, isn't he?
Yeah. Cause Snake like literally lives at his house, doesn't he?
Like feeds him and shit.
But talking of Snake,
how did I forget about him? Sverkel's sick, mate.
Talking of Snake, what we're saying? S tier, surely.
Snake is S tier, mate. Great character. Yeah.
You don't really know too much about him. You know he's a good fighter, he's a leader. And then right towards the end, obviously through the whole show he's got this like saber, and you're like, where's he from? Like
a scimitar.
You just mentioned where he's from, so I googled it, and it's literally from Turkey. So we find out right at the end, he tells Thorfinn and Einar when it was floating off on the ship, he's like, oh, I'm from this place. I can't remember what it's called, like Miligrad or whatever it is.
That's why he's got really good teeth and a really good hairline.
Yeah, because at the start of the show he's got no hair, and then later on he comes back
and he gets a transplant.
That's like the other thing of snakes. He sheds his skin, mate, and he's got like fucking loads of hair there.
Sheds his hair follicles and he just grow back, bro.
But yeah, he is a great character.
Yeah, he is fantastic. Snake is.
And his best moment is when he punched that guy square in the mouth and it broke his teeth. Near Fox. He disobeyed his orders. Like, hey, you get over here. He's like, yeah. Boom! Just punches him and he flies back. What about Potter?
I want to know why Einar's mum's not on this list, mate. Or sister, bro.
Yeah, true. Thing is not an either. What's the face? Argel, is it? Arhel. Arnhel, or whatever her name is. Arhelm. The woman, in it. The woman on the farm. The one, the pregnant one.
Arnide.
That's it, Arnide, yeah.
Who's this first woman on here? That's her, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, is it? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's her, bro. Arnide, then, isn't it, bro?
The thing is, because I got the browser open, I was like further down on the list, like looking at people. I didn't even see it. Yeah.
She's number one, mate. Arnide. She's not a bad character. She's obviously a slave as well, isn't she? She's
yes, she's on the farm. Kettle's took a liking to her, so she kind of cares for Kettle. Einar has a thing for her, he's in love with her, obviously, but she's got like a husband on a farm somewhere else. Anyway, the husband somewhere else. We found out she's from Sweden, don't we? The husband from the other farm goes mental, starts killing everyone. He comes to the Kettle's farm, sees her, and then they have this like big story about them floating off together.
He's sick as well, isn't he, mate? Everything he's done for her, and she's out there gallivanting, trying to talk about fucking Einar's knob and that. Like, have a bit of respect. Do you know what? She's B, mate. She's pissed me off. I forgot about
that. But when she dies, though, is that proper emotion? Because obviously she's pregnant.
She is definitely. She's eight. She's eight, to be fair.
Yeah,
it's not quite an S,
but she's not thinking about Einar's knob, but she thinks he's dead. And the fact that in the backstory, she's just like the place, the village they're in, which is Sweden, some town in Sweden. Her husband and some of the dudes like, oh, but let's go and get this iron from this place to float off, and all the women in the village are like, no, we don't need iron, we've got enough here to stay here, stay with your family or whatever. No, we'll get this iron. They float off, and next
they get raided, don't
they? Slaves. Yeah, so but yeah, I thought her character's
that was
really
a sick
good.
Storyline. That was, wasn't it? That was so sick. That was
that bit where she's like dying off as well. She's like
fucking beast, mate.
Because she's like got pregnant and she's dying off. Thorfinn's like, what about? That's what Einar's like. What about your son? And then she's like, oh, my son's already passed. They're waiting for me on the side. I was like, oh, it got me, because her other son's already died as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, very, very emotional scene. Another great storyline as well. To back it up, they read a couple of episodes of her storyline, kind of like tying everything up. But sad ending for her. Sad ending for Einar because he was in love with her. But it's always not roses, is it?
What's his name? Gardar or something.
He's not on this list. What if that's him? What if that's the guy at the bottom?
That one crying. That's their son who's dead, mate.
No, that's him. I bet that's him, because he gets murked off, doesn't he? And he's under that bed, isn't he?
Do you mean him with the brown hair?
What? Yeah, the guy with the red eyes.
The guy's got pink. The real person.
Massive pink eye.
Is he one of the most realistic CGI I've ever seen, bro? What? I don't know what he is. He's killing me. I need to know who he is now. Like right now, bro. I swear to God.
It is. I reckon it's that guy, because everyone's on this list in season 2, and he's in season 2, and he's the only guy that's not on this list. But that freaking guy with red eyes.
Maybe that's the voice actor.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah. No, it'll tell you on here. That other list I gave you, it'd be on here, wouldn't it?
Oh, it's so funny. I'm pretty sure. One sec. I'm pretty sure, mate. He's on here. Gardar, look. He's the one with like the light brown hair. He's like looking up a little bit. Long hair. That's her fella. I'm telling you now, mate.
It is.
It's him.
So who's this guy with the pink eye?
Who's this geezer with pink eye, bro? Right, Gardar. Do you know what?
I reckon he's top character, mate.
He's high A, he is, because everything he's done right. Like, the only reason that lets him down is that we didn't see too much of him. But everything he's done, to get to where he was, mate. Like, what a warrior, mate. Like, he's an absolute warrior, he was, wasn't he?
The thing that annoys me about his character, though, like, when you find out in the backstory that he didn't have to go out of the town on this adventure.
It's classic. It's classic lads behaviour, though, isn't it? You can't fault him for it, mate.
You don't. It's lads.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but the lads want more iron, don't we? It's like it's like being at the pub, but then going to the shop to get a crate of beer anyway. Like, come on, mate.
Come on. But yeah. It's just the fact that he floated off with the lads, and suddenly they get raided, and then
fully lads.
But he didn't know his wife was still alive until he passed on the horse. Like, hey, that's my darling. That is.
That's our ducky.
I know you.
Talking like, hello.
I'm married to you.
Talks like Dorsey for some reason.
Fable.
Like he's from Bolton or something. Can I take a look at your farm? Oh, let's go for Askeladd, mate. I've already glazed Askeladd's brain to bits, mate. Let's be honest, but
it's S, isn't it?
He's a fucking beautiful character, mate. He is. What a man! And do you know it was like the thinking he was like a Viking or like as well type character, and then finding out that he's like a double agent type thing. Like, it was sick, mate. Finding that out.
Yeah, and a sad ending for him, but yeah, what a great character.
Sad ending, mate. But what an ending. Peak fiction, that is, mate.
When he announced who he was and stuff, I was like, yeah, top bloke. And he's been working. As far as I'm aware,
Vinland Saga's a true story, mate.
Parts of it true. People did die. People did get raided, but I don't know about
that. I reckon it's true story. Prove it.
Google it.
I weren't there 1,300 years ago. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, I want to talk about Potter, mate.
What,
Harry Potter. Potter is... You know which one that is, don't you?
Harry Potter. Yeah, it's that dodgy face one with his eyes closed, isn't he?
Yeah, it was like Brock.
Mate, he was a sick character as well.
He is a sick character. Now, this guy is a sick character. He works...
Mate, he could be Ash, you know.
This guy's on the farm, but he's constantly helping out Thorfinn.
Everyone, mate. He's an absolute... He's S tier, mate. He's got to be up there. He was there. He's there, mate, helping him to the bitter end, isn't he?
I remember when there's a part in it where these ruffians like ruin all the work Thorfinn and Einar had done, and I think Thorfinn batters him or something like that, completely knocks some guy's teeth out, and Potter goes to Kettle. He's like, "Yeah, they did this because of this. I've done all the research. I've done all the detective work, mate, and this is why. And obviously Kettle lets Einar and Thorfinn off. But yeah, Potter, mate, secret in the dark, mate, fucking doing his bit. Deserves to be S.
He's like that guy in John Wick, isn't he? You know, the one from the hotel with the glasses on. That's him, mate. Same bloke.
I think he just gets people rooms on that guy. Does.
No, he looks like John Wick's dog, mate. What do you mean? He's sick. He is.
That's an important job in it because dog gets killed off in the first film.
She'll go.
What about that guy with the head? The Canute's dad, I can't remember his name. The guy
he was going to say bloke with red eyes again, mate.
No, we've done that guy, isn't it? So this is Canute's dad. I can't remember his name, but basically through this episode, through the season 2, basically gets Zed chopped off by Askeladd, isn't it? It is Askeladd who chops Zed off, isn't it?
Is it Swain or something? I can't find it.
Wait, I think it is Swain, yeah.
Yeah, Swain.
Yes, Swain, yeah.
Where we put him, big Swainy boy? He's a bit of a twat, really.
Basically, so we get Zed chopped off. I think it's Askeladd who chops Zed off, isn't it, in season 1?
Fills him in, mate.
Because he does that big speech. Askeladd does that big speech to him, doesn't he? And then chops his head off. But this guy, he haunts Canute because Canute's is his path or whatever. He's obviously kills his brother and stuff like that. So this headless dude's literally haunting him, mate. It's like everywhere. He's on the toilet, mate. That guy's there, mate, watching him, taunting him. Oh, push it. No, but yeah, he's
literally the loo, doesn't he? To look into the loo. check the damage. Just this bloke's head in the toilet, mate. Like, what do you mean?
But yeah, what was it? B? A?
He's not A, mate, is he? I can't put a head
It's
in
like
A.
a
Do you know
fake
what I
role,
mean?
mate.
He's not even a real person. Because all that's Canute, innit? Let's be real. I'm not giving this bloke, this head, the credit for Canute's psychopathness.
His head looks like a fake role, mate.
It literally is a fig roll, to be fair.
I'm trying to think of that guy's. You know the guy with the big scar on his head? I can't remember his
What,
name.
the red eyes?
No, that guy. I'm done with that guy.
I'm going to find out who he is.
It's thing, innit? It's Canute's like right hand man kind of thing, innit?
Yeah, I can't remember his freaking name is, though. Let's just do let's do Einar for now, because obviously I know him.
Einar's is S tier, mate.
100% S tier. He's a great character. He's obviously there for Thorfinn, especially when he finds out everything that happens. You know, like the connection, the backstories and stuff like that. Obviously, with everything that happened with Einar's like sister and all that sort of storyline, and it's just honestly, mate, so good. So
like we mentioned earlier, like obviously Thorfinn's background of killing loads of families and stuff in England and that lot, and then we get Einar on the other hand, whose family has been killed by Vikings, and then he's been put into slavery. He finds out Thorfinn's through because Thorfinn has like constantly been haunted by nightmares of his past. Einar's there to like comfort him and stuff when it happens, even though Vikings is who Einar hates, and obviously his best mate now he used to be a Viking. He used to do all these killings and stuff. So it was the bigger man. It was the bigger man, and he became really good friends with Thorfinn, and obviously kind of forgiving him for his past, even though it didn't really affect Einar. But the kind of person he was in the past, Einar forgave him. Legend, mate. Legend.
Absolutely true, mate. Top mate.
And a true farmer as well. He's the one who kind of like tells Thorfinn how to do certain things. So yeah, top man. He's still alive. It'll be in season 3 when it comes out in 2029. I'm glad you heard that.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, 2029. Tears.
Like that Wolf. It's Wolf, innit? I've just.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Wolf. That's his name. I can't remember his name. Wolf. I better remember his name. He's not a bad guy though.
He actually went toe to toe, didn't he, with Thorgil in that battle, and I think he stabbed him, didn't he, in the hand. So for that alone, it should be on par with Thorgil, to be honest.
We're saying he's up there on A, yeah.
Yeah. And he's the one who trains Canute, because obviously Canute in season 2 is a much stronger fighter, much stronger warrior, like a warrior king. So it's totally different from season 1 because he looks like a puff in the season 1, but season 2 is a proper unit, proper warrior, ready for battle, ready to rule and conquer.
Leaves us with one guy left, mate.
Leaf, innit?
Big Leaf. S tier, mate.
Okay, definitely.
There's only one person missing off this, and that's fake Thorfinn.
Yeah, true. Leaf, though. Is that Gandalf, mate? All the years as well. Obviously, he's the one who has seen Vinland, and obviously he brings that story to everybody. And this is what the whole show's about.
A wee munchkin little babby, didn't he? So.
Yeah, obviously, and then all his life is literally searching for Thorfinn. He gets like another guy who looks like Thorfinn, like a dumber version, isn't it? Remember that in season 2?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Fake Thorfinn's not on this list, bro. He's A tier, he is, because he's just a normal kid, isn't he? Like, he's just a normal.
It's like that, I don't know.
It's like, yeah, have you seen a guy that looks like this guy?
Yeah. But Leaf is top notch, mate, and he survived it, mate. He survived it. It must be about 102, but he's there, mate, and hopefully Thorfinn does get to Vinland, which he will, season 3, and Einar, and then maybe the old dude might make it there. We don't know.
And then the guy with the red eyes, who we don't know who's a real person, he's B tier because he's eluded us, mate. I'm gonna find out who he is. I need to, mate. I need to find him. Do you reckon it's the person that's made the tier list? I reckon it's him, mate. What's the person called that made this list? Because I bet it's the same guy.
Yeah, but what is it like? His Facebook profile picture. You wouldn't have pink eye Facebook profile.
I don't know. Some people might think it's
edgy.
Edgy.
It's a character from a show, probably a Viking show, who's been murked off by being poisoned or something, and he's like his eyes are red. I know it is, mate. I know it is. You know who that is. You know who that character is. That is Canute's brother, mate. who Canute actually poisoned. That is literally him. That is literally him. I'm telling you now. Mate. Let me find him.
It's actually Canute's brother, mate, on Death's Door, just real life.
Canute's brother, Vinland. I've got it, mate. I've worked to that. That is him.
Mate. We're putting him on as Canute's brother, mate. End of story. That's Canute's brother, mate.
He can stay in B.
Stay in B. It's Canute's brother, bro.
Yeah. He has a good death scene, mate, but
what even is it, mate? It's got to be. It's like it's from like a music video or a vampire movie or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's been poisoned, mate. He's brown bread. So that's it. We've done it. It's on the tier list. That's it, mate. We've flipping done it.
It's a legendary man, to be fair, you know.
Which one? The guy with the eyes?
The guy with the red eyes, mate. The guy with the red eyes. The real person. The real person, mate.
That's the kind of person you see in a drug den, mate. You're walking like, oh, sorry. Wrong house, mate. There's a guy on the floor. Yeah, good tier list.
I really don't know who he is, though.
It is. It's that guy, man. I'm telling you, because Canute's brother, the guy who murks off, poisons him. No. I'm trying to find him, but
the bloke who made the tier list has got a Twitter account. I might message him and say, "Oi, mate, who's this on your tier list, bro? What is happening with your tier lists?"
Canute's brother, Vinland Saga, poisoned. It's that guy, mate. I'm telling you, he's got a beard.
It's just a live action version of him or something, yeah.
I don't know. It's not really a good shot. The only shot I can see is. Can you remember in Vinland as well? That we find out that Kettle had that story where he was like it's like great warrior.
Yeah.
But then he trained Snake when he was younger, and then when Snake went to revisit him, he was actually a different guy posing as Kettle, as this great warrior. Can you remember that?
Yeah, just a fake bloke.
Because in the battle they have at the end, Kettle gets smacked in the side of the head with it straight away. And if he's like some like big ass warrior, that won't happen. I was like, that was a lot twist that was. But obviously Snake kept it under wraps because he was getting fed for free and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was his mate, wasn't it?
Free lodgings, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Right, where's this guy?
To everyone watching, Vinland Saga, a great anime. It's a shame we got to wait so long for season 3.
I know.
But I hope you enjoyed our tier list. If you've watched Vinland Saga, do put in the comments your thoughts. If you know who that guy with the pink eye is, and what your best moments are from Vinland Saga, because we really want to know. We really want to build a community, chatting about anime, chatting about gaming, chatting about TV shows. So yeah, and join our Discord. We say it every week. Join our Discord. Come chat to us. We won't bite. We're all friendly there. And Discord is the only place you're going to find out the latest announcements for the great stuff me and Ian have got planned for the future.
And memes.
So, you got memes as well. Memes. Everyone loves memes. They're all in there. We've got wrestling chat. We've got anime chat. We've got gaming chat. We've got TV show chat. We've got everything, haven't we?
Speaking
short
of TV
chat.
shows, mate, got to talk about Last of Us, yeah.
Yeah. Last of Us finale, mate. 7 episodes. It's ended on a weird one because it's the 7th
There's Squid
episode
Games to be, mate, in my opinion. Squid Games to be, mate. Proper Squid Games.
Right, straight away though, like this episode, last episode, Jesse, great character, honourable man, dead.
As soon as Jesse said, "Now I can't die," to Ellie, I knew it. I was waiting for his demise, mate. I did not expect him to die the way he did, but I did know he was 100% going to be brown bread, mate, by the end of the show.
And it made me sad as well because, like, this guy, honourable man, he's literally come out of his way to save numerous times, saving Ellie. Obviously, he's got a baby with Dana, whatever her name is. He's got a baby with her, but he goes out of his way all the time to save people. This is why Jacksonville love him, because he's such an honourable man. He always puts other people first. And it's a shame that he's like the collateral damage of this whole revenge mission at Ellie. And obviously he's not the only one who's RIP to this revenge mission, but and he won't be the last. But it's just a shame, like such a great character. But yeah, he met a demise at the hands of Abby. Abby's not been in it for like 4 episodes, and then she comes in, kills him off straight away.
Murks him straight away. But like this episode really had me with mixed feelings. Firstly, 7 episodes. It's actually disgusting that you're going to make us wait 2 years for another just 7 episodes. Like, that's pathetic, mate. That is, innit? But there's a couple of parts on this. Firstly, with Ellie, heavy emotional episode for her. But imagine being that blinded by hatred, which I get, don't get me wrong, that you hop on the worst little boat I've ever seen in my entire life, in the worst ever storm that I've ever seen in my entire life, just to see if Abby is potentially at an aquarium, and you don't even know if she's there. The part that annoyed me there, though, is the part where she gets washed up to shore. Bearing in mind the boat's not been flipped, it's perfect, and still docked randomly at the beach, to then get captured by the scars.
I thought it's another boat. It's another boat, isn't it?
It's the same fucking boat, mate, that is. They've got like an infinite amount of the same boats, bro. But she then washes up there, right, to get taken off by the scars, for the scars thing to get blown up, for her to just get back on a boat and go. We didn't need that entire side quest bit. It was irrelevant. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Where I understand it's a video game, but they're making it too much. They're making it like too much like a video game. We want a live action adaptation of it. Just have her getting on the boat and getting to the destination. We didn't need all that scars part. It added absolutely nothing to the story. It was such a waste of time.
I love the idea of like her boat capsizing and then suddenly like comes into shore. Like...
That's what I mean. Why was there an exact replica boat next to the shore, like, bro? Like, what do you mean?
Like all taxi drivers have Prius, isn't it? It's
like just got all these dodgy boats in Seattle, bro.
Well, yeah, she literally dies in a boat and then she gets another boat to go to. I do agree that the worst storm ever, but the bit where like Jesse's like, "Oh, Tommy's in trouble. We need to go there," and Ellie's like, gives him proper like lit, mate. Flipping at me. I was there like, there's a bit where one of them scores guys gets captured and Ellie kind of runs out and nearly gives their position away. I was like, come on, man.
What are you doing, mate?
And Jesse's like,
she's blinded,
listen,
isn't she? Blinded by hatred.
Yeah. Jesse's like, listen, mate, I'm here to protect you guys. I'm not bothered about them guys, you know. They can do what they want. They're at war, they can do what they want. I'm just caring about you guys, and you didn't nearly give our position away. Thanks for that. But yeah, Jesse, great character. I'm upset he's dead, but that's what happens in these shows, isn't it?
Do you know another thing that got me in this show? That theatre door, mate. They need a bit more urgency. When they're opening that door, don't leave it open. As soon as someone's walked in, mate, get that door shut. Every time that door opened, the person who opened it turned around, left the door open, just started chit-chatting. Come on. There's an apocalypse out here. You're in enemy lines. Close the fucking door, man. What are you doing? Just close the door. It's not that hard, is it? Mental.
Yeah, some WLF members go past that. There's literally some person in the doorway chatting in there. Let's go and kill him. You know what I mean?
We've seen these chit
Let's go
chatting
chop
in
him
here.
up. Mate.
But yeah, the part though where she did finally get to, obviously the aquarium. That part, mate, was rough. That was with a pregnant woman, obviously the guy, but she did get an absolute godly cod edit collateral hit there on that woman, didn't she? 1 bullet, mate, 2 kills. Get an achievement for that back in the day.
That's a COD achievement, that isn't it? Definitely.
Proper achievement, mate. Collateral damage. But yeah, hitting the woman too by accident to find out she's pregnant, like that was. You could obviously tell she was really remorseful about Ellie and stuff, and like she really regretted it, and it was such a heavy moment that was, wasn't it?
And the fact that she's like, "Oh, I'll talk you through it, like to get the baby out and stuff," and she literally, Ellie had no clue. She like, if I was Ellie in that moment, terrible position to be in, but I literally said to it, "Yeah, the baby's out." While she's dying, I'm like, "Yeah, the baby's out." Just so she can like die peacefully. She should die peacefully, but like, you know,
yeah, but
she knows.
One part that I wouldn't have got there though is like this woman who has just shot you. You're trying to get her to get your baby out. What do you want her to do with it? Like, take it home, mate. Like, we're in an apocalypse. She's in enemy lines. She's not going to start walking around with a fucking baby in her arms, is she, bro? Like, what do you mean? As rough as it is and as horrible as it is, the best thing for her to have done then is just not do it. Like, because then she'd have had to murder that baby off or something, and that's even worse.
I got a bit out of Ace Ventura 2, where it's doing that trial thing. And one of the trials, it's in an uncut version, so it's like the extended version or whatever. It basically lies the baby down and like, whacks the stomach. Lies the woman down, whacks the stomach, the baby flies out. Yeah. That's what Ali should have done there, mate. It's so mad. But yeah, that was a really, really rough scene. It goes back to, we see Isaac again in this show. He's talking to Pork, basically preparing all the troops to attack the Sarafite Island, which we see Ali went to it. Ali went to it before, and then she escaped back to the aquarium. But yeah, he's leading this army, and he's looking for Abby. And I love the bit that part one was like, "You in love with her or what? You been in love with her? Why you keep your own about it?" And it's like, and he basically goes, "Sit down and let me explain to you." And he thinks, he wants her to be the successor of, to take over from Isaac, because he didn't know how this battle's going to go. He's literally going into war on this island with loads of people who hang people up and spill their intestines out. And he did, so he thought Abby was going to be the one to take over, but Abby's gone missing, mate. She's gone AWOL. At the end of this episode, going to season 3, we're going to see Abby's story of the last 3 days. So we'll see where she actually went, where she disappeared to and stuff. But yeah, I really do. I love Isaac as a character. I don't know how long he's going to last in it, because obviously, is this where he ends? Is this where he ends? Because when he's talking to that woman,
he's hopeful. He's expecting to be brown bread soon, isn't he?
Yeah, these guys have got crossbows, mate, in the forest. There's their forest, mate. You know what I mean? It's like going against Predator or something. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, next season, the first, probably the whole of it will probably be Abby's story. I mean, I did read into the showrunners as saying that this show will probably be 4 seasons, or 4 seasons to tell the story. What I hope they don't do is do what they did with Game of Thrones, mate, when J.R.R. Martin's like, "Oh yeah, we need at least about 12 seasons," and then they're like, "No, do it in 8 or whatever," and then rushed it. We'll see what happens though, but I hope that's not the case with this one. But
I think I've seen online that the first half of the game is Ellie, and the second half of the game is Abby, and apparently the second half of the game with Abby is the better half of the game. So next season should be better than this season, in terms of like how well written it is and how far the story goes, and obviously how intriguing the story is. I guess. But
I mean, I did enjoy this. I did enjoy the season, but
it wasn't nowhere near as good as the first season, though. It was still enjoyable, but it was nowhere near. The first season was so sick, wasn't it? Like, so good.
Because Joel's dead, mate.
Big Pedro, innit, mate?
As Joel was dead, mate, when I played the game, I was like...
I'm very interested in seeing, obviously, Abby's side of it. I didn't like how they ended it I'm bored of these stupid cliffhangers now. Like, I actually would have preferred the gunshot to go off and then the credits to roll, like straight then, not then have day one Abby, even though we did get to see that like absolute genius of the idea of the football stadium with all the crops and stuff in there. That was sick. But like, it's just Squid Games level.
Camping.
Except with Squid Games, we're not waiting as long. It's gonna be like 2027 before we see another season of this. So it's like, what the fuck, man?
And to be honest, I'm not really bothered about Abby's story. I just want to see what happens on that Sarafite Island, mate. To be honest, with Isaac. Let's see what's cracking up there, mate. Do they kill the latest prophet? Because in this episode, you see another picture of a prophet. So it must be the next one in line. It looks a bit like Whoopi Goldberg, but you see the picture in the background on the wall, like a I don't know, a graffiti or whatever.
Yeah.
So is Isaac gonna kill the prophet again, or what's cracking up on this island? I want to know. Hopefully we'll see it in season 3, but yeah. Sod Abby, mate. Let's see what's happening with Isaac, mate. I'm more interested in him.
Get out, mate. See what's going.
I mean, Abby's good. Abby's a great character, and the actress who plays her, phenomenal acting. For saying a person who's come into it, didn't know about the games, not played any of the games, and then come into a character and just nailed it straight away. Phenomenal, mate.
Yeah, like, I don't even know who dies, but I did see. Apparently, the worst part of the second game was the ending. Apparently, the ending was really shit. Everyone hated the way it ended, so they might rewrite the ending. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happens, but
I mean, I don't care. So whatever the ending is, and this is like the ending I'm going to be used to anyway. So it's like, it is what it is. But
yeah.
But yeah.
But I would like to
enjoy it. I wish there was more to it, though. I wish it did feel a bit rushed at times, just for 7 episodes. I wish there was more episodes. It doesn't. I know it's not complete. It's almost like a part 1, part 2 thing, isn't it? But still frustrating, man.
I do like that with the games. Obviously, stuff like that Eugene and stuff like he wasn't even in the game. Like it was just a picture.
Yeah.
In a scene or whatever, and I like how they've added more story.
Which I think it's funny because I've noticed a lot of the parts that people say weren't in the games are like the best parts of the show. Like in this season, like the Eugene part was massive, mate. Super emotional, really hard hitting, very well done. And it weren't even in the games, and it was like one of the best parts of the episode, one of the best parts of the season. Like all of these parts that aren't in the game seem to be like really well done. So just need to trust the writers, I think, don't we?
And that bit with Eugene as well, that kind of triggered off Ellie questioning stuff like what actually happened with the Fireflies. Like, his idea, what else he lied about, and then obviously that triggers all that off. I think with the extra stuff they're putting into it, I think it's kind of more world building for the people who actually play the game. And obviously, there's parts that are kind of left to one side, but obviously the show kind of brings that more to light to make them. Yeah, to kind of like please them as well, like kind of, there you go, mate. This is Eugene. This is his story, and all that like that. They kind of did it to the fans really, to kind of open the world a bit more, put a bit more lore, few characters into it, few backstories of characters that I mentioned in the games and stuff. So I do like it what they're doing with that. Maybe that's why they're going to push it to 4 seasons. Maybe that's the reason, because they're going to add loads of extra stuff in it. But I do want to see more Isaac, mate. I do want to see more Isaac. I know he's going to get killed off. I don't know if it's going to be about Ellie or whatever, but yeah. I want to know what's happened with Tommy as well. Tommy was literally on the floor, mate, injured.
Tommy was doing bits as well. You could see his gun going off. He was sniping folks left, right, centre, wasn't
he? Yeah, he was definitely getting that kill card up, wasn't he? And that Car 19, mate, it's like...
Got Chopper Gunner coming in soon, bro. Napalm strike, mate.
Yeah, like 3 kill streak, 5 kill streak. Like,
just getting kill streaks. Got UAV up at the moment, bro. See where they all are.
Yeah, it's like, why is this guy shooting me behind the wall? Oh, he's got UAV, mate. But I thought it was a great show. It's a shame it's over now, because what we're going to watch next? We have got a few things lined up, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got some bits lined up. There's a Korean show we're going to look at called Weak Hero, which is going to fill the gap for a little bit. We've got Marvel's Ironheart coming out soon, and we've got there's an Alien show coming out soon. Squid Games is coming out soon. Something
I can't
else.
believe how quick Squid Games has come out, though, isn't it? Like from when we watched it last year, and that's like season 3 coming out
Yeah,
straight
that's
away.
what I mean. Though it's, but we're gonna have to wait like 2
That's
years for
actually
this. It's all about.
maybe they might push it hard and get out in like a year or something. Maybe.
Oh, you say that, but look how successful Stranger Things is, and where the fuck's that?
How long has it been since the last season? Stranger
It's
Things.
mental, mate. It's got to be like 5 years, mate.
People are gonna lose interest, mate. That's what I mean.
They're nearly
Like,
30, bro. I swear to God, they're nearly 30 now. The cast members.
I think they're older than us now, mate. No cast members. It's been that long. Like, I mean,
It's been 3 years, mate, since the last season. That's outrageous.
You know what knows about Stranger Things? Things that should be like a really big surprise in the season, to put it in the trailer. It's like, what's the point of that?
Oh, I don't watch season trailers. I don't.
But like last season, the trailer, you see Hopper's still alive with that.
Yeah.
Wow, brilliant.
I want to. I try not to watch trailers now because, like, the Captain America movie. That's a prime example.
Well, you see
Red
all the
Hulk
Hulk
thing.
in that.
Yeah, he was in it like 7 minutes. Like, you just don't need to put him in the trailer. Like, just let people. It'd have been so much better if we didn't know he was in it. But everyone's expected him to be a massive part of the movie, and he wasn't. And then it just disappointed, like, that he wasn't in it. But hey,
I've not even seen that film, but
it's all right. It's not bad.
right.
Thunderbolts is better.
I've not seen that either yet. Good.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually. I enjoyed it. What's that?
Right, so we had a little game last week. Ian we had a little game about gaming. Ian was asking me questions. This week, I've got a game for Ian. So I've got 2 lists. One's anime, one's movies. And basically, it's like a poor description of a show, and Ian's got to try and guess it from that. I will give him clues because you might struggle on some of them, but with the anime, I'm very confident
I'm
do
shit
well.
at names though. I'm crap at remembering stuff.
So what do you want to start with? Do you want to start with movies or anime first?
Let's go with movies first because I think that'll be harder.
Oh. Right, so these lists are taken from triviacreator.com, and this list is from Jamie Grattan. So
Legend.
Shout out to him.
R.I.P.
Legend, the game, mate. Legend. S rank, mate. S rank. Right, first question. After being beaten up by a bear, Bane is hunted down by an angry Jack. What is that film? And I hope you've seen the film as well.
You think I've seen it?
I think I'll be surprised if you haven't seen it. So I'm going to give you a clue in this. So Bane, obviously, who plays Bane? Who plays Bane? Yeah, and angry angry Jack.
Oh, it's got Shia LaBeouf in it, hasn't it? Is there a couple of them in it? Is it like brothers in it or something?
No, it's not that. It's not. I'm not the one you're thinking about. No, it's not that. So I'll give you a clue. The angry Jack is Jack Dawson from Titanic, which is who plays it.
Is it the Revenant, mate?
Yeah, it's the Revenant. Well done. By the way, anyone who's listened to this, if they've seen the films or got good, good memories of it, with the anime as well, put it in the comments. Let us know your thoughts and how quickly you got these questions. Right, second one. A cop gets disrespected and is sent to work in a village with a cult.
Hot Fuzz. That's got to be Hot Fuzz, isn't it? Legendary film, bro.
Question 3. An old dude in a cloak doesn't want to get his hands dirty, so he manipulates a troubled soldier.
That's Star Wars, bro. What do you mean? That's...
What's wrong?
That's Revenge of the Sith, bro. That is 100%.
It is Revenge of the Sith.
That is genuinely it, mate.
I edited that. I edited that question because it said an old dude, not with a cloak. I put the cloak bit in. He just said that, and I was like, nah, that's got to be too much.
That's too. Yeah, that's too much, and that could be anything.
I put the cloak bit in because you can know it's Darth Sidious. Right, question 4. Germany think they have found a way to win the war. Little did they know that a teacher would stand in their way.
Is that Oppenheimer?
No.
No. Teacher standing their way. I don't know if I know this one.
It's an old film. The music was done by John Williams. That the theme tune was done by John Williams.
The only thing I'm thinking of is Saving Private Ryan, mate. That's completely unrelated, but it's just sick, that's all. Germany think they found a way to win the war.
So Germany thinks they win the war, so it's about there's Nazis are in it.
Yeah. Oh, it's Indiana Jones, isn't it?
Which one?
Oh, I can't remember the names of them. Temple of Doom or something like that.
No, it's Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, that's it, yeah. I can't remember the name.
Now this fifth one, I think you'll definitely get. Because I've actually edited this slightly, so it makes it a bit easier. Criminals are forced to do the government's orders. What the government orders to do for them to do, or their heads will explode.
Oh, Suicide Squad, isn't it? Easy.
Well done. Well, that's the first 5. That's the movie questions out of the way. Now, I'm very confident you'll be alright with this one.
I don't know.
So this anime one is a list from Jelly Belly. So shout out to him if you're listening. So the first question. You probably never watched this podcast anyway, but Jelly Belly. So question 1. The world's economy is based on trading magical playing cards. The people are willing to risk entire futures in an over-the-top card battles that make poker look so boring.
Was that Yu-Gi-Oh or something, mate?
Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah. Number 2. A bunch of teenagers get stuck in a virtual reality video game where the only way to escape is to stop playing like noobs and actually win.
It's like Sword Art Online.
I think you're good at this one. Right, this one. I think you'll definitely get this one. But here we go. A socially awkward kid eats a rotten body part. Instead of getting food poisoning and dying. See, in this one, this is a rotten finger. I was like, no, that's too easy, man.
A rotten finger was that you'd instantly just get it. Someone eats a rotten finger, you'd guess the anime straight away, regardless. Just saying that. Instead
of getting food poisoning and dying, he becomes possessed by an ancient demon who will not stop grinning at him. JJK, yeah. 4. A kid is forced to train in a deadly battle tournament while trying to get his dad's attention, who ditched him to play a weird magical ant war.
It's like Jim Woo, fucking Solo Leveling or something, bro. Because his dad left him as well. Wait, say that again.
So a kid is forced to train in a deadly battle tournament while trying to get his dad's attention, who ditched him to play a weird magical ant war. I don't know if you've watched this, but it is a really famous anime.
Is it Hunter x Hunter?
I watched what it is Hunter. Yeah, well done. The clues were about hunting monsters. Main character is gone.
Right. He is gone.
Last and final one. A guy who dresses like a medieval goth doctor goes around slapping people with his cool-looking big-ass sword that can supposedly kill ghosts, but mostly just makes things worse.
A goth doctor?
A medieval goth-looking doctor. So what he wears, he looks like a medieval goth doctor. The clue is, on this one, it's about Grimoires, and the kid who gets one, he gets the evil black version of it.
Oh, that's fucking Black Clover, isn't it? Yeah.
It is Black Clover, yeah.
It was the clothing part that threw me off, mate. That's what I was thinking of other stuff.
That's a clip I put in. I was like, yeah, I put that in. Have you watched any of that?
Black Clover? Not loads. I've watched some of it, though, yeah.
I've watched some of it, yeah. Same with That Hunter, I've only watched that one episode.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter's like one of the most popular.
If you didn't get the Sword Art Online one, I had this clue as this lot.
Here's one of the clues. This is one of the characters from it. All right.
I think I watched it, but I think of it. No, I was going to do that. I was going to.
Yeah, that was fun. That
point to that. Yeah, that was like a little trial version, but yeah.
If you like these, we're going to try and incorporate these. Maybe we might not be able to do them every week, but like at least every other week, we'll incorporate something like this, like we did last time with the tier list thing, where we read out a tier list. So you got to guess what the tier list is about, for example, stuff like that. Just because it's just a bit of fun. It's just a bit of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do shorts on it as well. So yeah, it's just different, isn't it? It's just different. And if you've got any ideas of other things we could do, just put it in the comments and let us know. We like to mix things up a bit and do different things, make it more entertaining for you guys. So let us know.
Spot on. That is it for today.
Again.
Blasted.
But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody. As every week we say, join our Discord, TikToks, YouTube. That's where it's at. We're trying to build a community. We're trying to get more followers, more subscribers. If we get more Discord members, we're going to do some like anime watches and stuff like that. So yeah, join us. Come say hello. Come talk to us. And it's the end of the show. So what we say at the end of every show is Godspeed. Boom.
Peace and prosperity. And
have a great weekend.
Love you. Bye.
And take care.
Bye.